My name is Ariel, and you already know, but I am autistic. Whew. And welcome back to my channel. I'm slowly designing a little space for me to do these videos. So step one, but let's talk about being autistic and having a routine. I've met some people that just thought having a routine is insane and would even say things like, okay, you can miss routine for one day, or you really don't have to do this to start your day. But I can't. I have to do this to start my day, and I can't miss my routine. I don't know if you notice, but the little drift of smoke coming through, I put an incense on the other side of this wall, and it was blowing in the other direction. And then I sat here, and it's coming straight towards me, but it's kind of cool. So back to having a routine, or also maintaining a routine. For us, the way that we see the world is very different, and things seem to be unpredictable and confusing, and our minds are just jumbled, probably majority of the time. Mine is. But having a routine, we already know what's going to happen next. So we can already predict that once I do part A of my routine, I know immediately after that, part B of my routine is going to follow. So it helps us stay more at ease. Let me tell you about my morning routine that I have to do every single day. So when I get up in the mornings, I will take a shower. And while I'm in the shower, I have another routine that I do in the shower because it's easier for me to do things in the shower than it is if I didn't take a shower. So when I'm in the shower, I take my retainers out, and then I clean my retainers, and then I brush my teeth, and then I rinse my mouth, like I gargle or whatever. And then I have a tongue scraper, and I scrape my tongue. And then I kind of just stand in the shower and just let the water just flow on me. I still hate the way water feels majority of the time, so I have to just remind myself that this is good for me. Hygiene is good. Ariel, stay clean. And then I'll bathe, and then I will wash my face, which that's kind of hard because then the water gets into my face and I have to just wipe it down, and then I hold my breath for a second. But there's something about the water, not only the water hitting me, but touching my face is a lot. But again, I tell myself, hygiene is good, Ariel, hygiene is important. And then I get out of the shower and I feed my cats, put my contacts in, and I put lotion on my face, and that's it. And then from there, I go downstairs to the kitchen and I make a hot cup of coffee. And I sit down and maybe do a little bit of reading or some writing. But that's before I do anything else in the day. Before I can even consider leaving my house, I have to do all of that. Now, sometimes routines can change, or they might be done out of order, which is why it's super important that we learn how to make a routine and then to manage it just in case something changes. But I have to do my morning routine before anything else. Even if I'm traveling or I'm at a different setting, I have to do my morning routine. And that's because if I don't get up and take a shower, I will not take a shower for the entire day. And then I probably won't take a shower the next day. It's like a 50-50 chance that I'll get back on it, because growing up, learning about hygiene was very difficult. I hated brushing my teeth. I hated taking a shower, a bath. It was very difficult to learn. Routines can seem challenging, and I say that because I still struggle sometimes with a routine or incorporating something new into my routine or someone new. It can be challenging, but routines are very important. They have great benefits for us. There's less stress and anxiety. It just comes naturally. Creates structure, and about 90% or so of people that are autistic need structure in their daily life. It promotes more area for growth and learning. And probably the biggest one is the more routine that we have, the easier we do things, and possibly the less tantrums, meltdowns, and burnouts that we will experience. I've always been good at creating my own routine and then being able to maintain it, especially when I was younger. I gave myself a bedtime probably by the age of 5 or 6, and I just knew it was time to go to bed. And then I just knew what time I had to wake up and start my day. Now as an adult, my bedtime routine is a little different, but I can still maintain it pretty well. Because autistics like to do things in repetitive patterns, we also might be OCD. I have a cleaning routine, and I have specific days that I do certain types of cleaning, and I like everything to be done in a particular order. So even when I'm cleaning, I have to clean this first, followed by this, and then so on. Routines help us feel safe. It helps us cooperate better and easier. Routines help us transition, or if we're visiting a new place. And you can really take your routine anywhere. I feel like you can take your routine anywhere, and you can have routines when you go somewhere. So when I go to work, I have a work routine. When I go get coffee, I have a coffee routine. So let's start a routine. I would recommend making a schedule and having reminders for each task, and then when a task is completed, give a little check or a smiley face or a star. And I personally think that you can give a schedule to a child, a teen, or an adult. I dropped my pen. I give myself a schedule, and I'm an adult. On the schedule, I would start with something simple, like a morning routine or a bedtime routine. You just kind of have to go off how the autistic person learns, like what works better for them, because no two people with autism are the same, which we know. So maybe a visual schedule works better, or maybe a written schedule works better. I've always been pretty good with a written schedule, and it would just say, Monday morning do this, Monday afternoon do this, and so on. I need routine to function. And I can steer off routine just a little bit, but I still have to find a way to incorporate one of my regular routines. And I think that to some people, routines just seem so over the top and maybe useless, but they're not. And I think that everybody should be on a routine. It makes your day so easy.